Good morning, guys. It's Monday. Hopefully you were able to worship with us yesterday, either online or in person. We need each other. That is our reminder. Again, if you were with us in the outdoor service, I challenged our congregation to reach out to somebody. Try to connect with a couple people this week that you haven't connected with recently. And it will bless you, it will bless them. And I think especially during these times, we need to be even more so mindful of connecting with each other, because we don't all see each other. I know that everyone feels differently and is approaching the pandemic differently, and so some people feel comfortable being in person, others don't, and so sometimes that leads to long periods of time between us seeing each other face to face. So a phone call, text message, email, something, connect with somebody this week. We're getting into our simple truth today. Our biblical theme today is that God hears and restores, and our passage comes out of Luke 22. It says, "Why are you sleeping?" He asked them. "Get up and pray so that you will not give in to temptation." Luke 22:46. One more time. "Why are you sleeping?" He asked them. "Get up and pray so you will not give in to temptation." Most parents who are Christ followers teach their children to say prayers before meals and before bedtime. Jesus never says that we have to pray before we eat dinner or before we go to sleep, but he does tell us that it is important to be in constant prayer with him. Throughout the day, a simple "thank you for getting me through this day," or "please help me focus on what I need to focus on today," type of prayer can help us remain consistent in communication with our Father. If we're continually thanking God for all he does for us throughout the day and asking him to help us through whatever situations come our way, it will be easier to avoid temptation. How are you doing with those simple little prayers throughout the day? Little things, just thanking God in the small moments. See, I think when we learn to thank God and appreciate God in those small moments, we start to see those bigger moments more and more in our lives. When those small moments aren't appreciated, aren't acknowledged by us, oftentimes we miss the other opportunities and open doors and things that God is doing throughout our days and weeks. And so it's just this idea of being consistent with it and constant prayer, right? "Why are you sleeping? Get up and pray so that you will not give in to temptation," is our passage, right? So this idea that when we do this, we become stronger, right? A simple thank you here, acknowledging God's creation on a drive. Man, we got rain last night and we're gonna have snow in the mountains. When you drive down any of our streets that face the mountains here in town, just acknowledging God for his creation, those little acknowledgments will go a long way, and ultimately they will build our strength when it comes to times of being tempted in our weakness. When faced with a difficult choice, ask God to guide you. All it takes is a conversation with him to have clearer judgment and be focused on what God wants for you rather than ignoring him and doing what you want for yourself. Those little acknowledgments, those little focused God moments throughout our daily and weekly schedule allow us to become less selfish, right? And our human condition is to be selfish. That is what we have to fight against each and every day. And so these little God moments, making space for God each and every day, will go a long way. Talking with God today, when you pray specifically this way. Start each day with a prayer. Ask God to give you wisdom as you face the day and help you through any tempting situations. Satan will do whatever it takes to hurt you and tempt you to choose his path rather than God's path. Ask God to remind you how important it is to call on him when you feel you may give into temptation. Start adding those little prayers. Prayers probably already a part of your life in some way, shape, or form. How can you add more? That's what I want you to focus on today. What are little ways in which you can add small prayers throughout your day? Not just maybe one big devotional time that you do, that's great, but how can we extend that out throughout our day? And if you are so daring today, a little extra, draw a small cross on your hand. Every time you see it, say a quick prayer of commitment to God. If you can get in the habit of praying throughout the day, you will be more likely to follow God's plan and experience the blessings and rewards of that plan. Put a reminder. If you don't want to draw on your hand, put a reminder somewhere. Oftentimes I say your mirror because we all look at ourselves in the mirror throughout the day, right? For whatever reason, washing your hands, washing your face, whatever it is, see a Post-it note on your mirror or a cross that you drew on your hand, something that's going to give you a reminder throughout the day to stop, to pause, and to pray. I love you, my friends. That is the simple truth. Have a great day.